Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Reds versus Nationals Major League Baseball matchup on Thursday, March 28th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for that one-on-one concierge-style service. We offer these products. They're just not available on the website, so you just got to text the number. It's easy. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text. But let's get to this one. We've got the Reds taking on the Nationals, two teams with not very high expectations. Of course, we saw some pretty good things from the Reds last year where they certainly made some strides forward. And for the Nationals, well, we saw them surprise some teams. And, we got good value on the Nationals. We certainly seem to one of those teams where it's like you get really good odds, so you just got to pick your spots. Of course, opening day in Cincinnati, a little different than a lot of these other teams out there. I lived in Cincinnati for 9 years, so I certainly am very familiar with how they do opening day, and it's a giant parade that they have. Most cities do not do anything remotely close to that, but the Reds absolutely do. They might, act like they love their Bengals, which they do, and, their soccer and all this other stuff that they have. But when it comes down to it, boy, Cincinnati belongs to the Reds, and we'll have to see if the Reds endear themselves to the Cincinnati faithful this season. Of course, a little bit of a different look for the Reds, and McLean enters the season banged up, and De La Cruz, last year's superstar player. McLean though might have actually been the better of them, and I think that De La Cruz probably ready to take his game to the next level, but a guy that has been pitched around and certainly scouted, re-scouted, and not the guy that you want to see beat you. Meanwhile, for the Nationals, this team continues to do it the same way that they did it the last time. They're not going to waste any money on free agency. They're not going to do any of those things. Not going to bring in any high-ticket guys. They're just going to continue to build through the farm system. And while they're building, as long as they're not winning, they're going to continue to trade players and try and absolutely loot other teams' farm systems to build a winner. They're not going to win it every single year. I think nobody does. But at the same time, they're not going to pay up for a loser, which I think you see a lot of teams do out there. Look at the New York Mets and what they've done in recent years. But I think, when you look at the Reds, and Frankie Montas on the mound here, and he's a perfect guy that fits small market, small budget team. Not a bad pitcher throughout his career, but certainly not a guy that can take over a game. But on the other side of this one for the Nationals is Josiah Gray, and he was involved in that big trade that they made to the Dodgers a few years ago with Trey Turner and Max Scherzer, and he was the key guy that they got back, and he hasn't really delivered to that type of level, but we did see him make the All-Star game last year, and I'll tell you what, he is becoming a better pitcher, and what he's really, really known for is pitching in day games. In this game with a 4:10 Eastern time start in Cincinnati where the sun goes down very, very late, I got to tell you, I like Josiah Gray to put on a show. I'm going to take the Nationals, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.